So it like again it like think about it. We've had so much shit. We had SVB. We had Credit Suisse. SVB is tiny. Credit Suisse is a GSIB, right? And it no longer exists, right? It's just part of UBS. And, the market didn't really seem to care about that. So I don't know. I don't really know at this point what it takes, minus like a nuclear war, for anything to really be like seen as a systemic risk to the financial system.
Yeah, but dear, if you look at the HTM portfolio of the big banks in the U.S., your J.P. Morgan's, your Bank of America specifically, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, et cetera, what happens when when the 10-year and the 30-year um, just matches the Fed funds rate, let alone is double? So let's just say if the Fed funds rate is 5%, they're yielding 10%. What happens to the banking system?
Like now, like if this happens, I don't think anything.
Really, you think nothing happens?
Yeah, I think nothing happens. Sorry, I'm eating.
So hold on. You're saying if the 10-year Treasury goes to 8%, let's just say it's yielding 8% later this year, nothing happens to the U.S. banking system.
Okay, 8% would be a bit different, but I think most of everything now they've kind of hedged against. So no, I don't think anything.
What are you eating?
I don't know if you heard that. Uh, Dear, he asked what you're eating.
Oh, sorry, I'm eating a sandwich.
Feels like smooth peanut
Nice.
butter in it, I feel like.
Yeah, it does. It does actually.
Wow. Look at you, Brian. Who knew you had this talent?
Technical analysis and food discoverer is amazing.
Impressive. So, Brian, right now, just bringing back to the technicals, if you were to play the banks in one direction or the other, it does sound like you're leaning more bearish. Which ones stand out to you as the strongest setups to that way?
Well, I think everybody's really hit it on the head here is that you just go best of breed, right? Like, why are you going to be fishing in the regionals if you can go with JP Morgan? So JP Morgan's chart looks the best right now in terms of banks. If we expand it a little bit more to financials in general, I didn't look at their chart today, but I guess this is a real stretch if you say financials, but Berkshire Hathaway is looking fantastic here. I think Visa looks good. I know we got earnings coming up. Oh, guess what, today, right after the bell, I guess, or was it before the bell? Anyone know?
After the
Okay,
close, yeah.
and then we've got Mastercard looks good. It's also got earnings, I think, in 2 days. That being said, American Express did look good until today or yesterday. So I don't know. I think everyone has hit it on the head here correctly. Is that banking financial is not monolithic, and you just have to go where the strength is. And so I don't think you can go wrong with best of breed J.P. Morgan type stocks, unless of course the whole market rolls over.
Hey, Brian, you have to remember this is the first time that Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, all of these are classified as financials. So the sector, changeover that happened 3 months ago or 5, 6 weeks ago, this is the first time they're reporting into a new sector, right? So that's going to be interesting. So financials have become a lot bigger because of addition of Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Square, and a few others.
So I'm a technical guy. So, and I'm not. I didn't catch that. So, can you expand on that, not just for me, but for people in the audience that probably
So
maybe don't know that?
So where it matters is where there's a heavy consumer focused higher P sector like the fintech might be able to move the needle on the overall market cap of the sector by outperforming. So for example, if Visa's numbers look really good, Visa's as big as many of the large banks in terms of market cap, so it could make a difference. That's what I'm saying. So what it used to be, Visa wouldn't matter to XLF. It would matter to to what is it, XTN, move the for people that trade the ETF, it matters. I break it down into much smaller groups, so for me it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying there's more than $1 trillion of, or almost $1.9 trillion of market cap that got moved.
Always a
Hey guys, sorry, I was in the middle of doing something. I don't have a strong opinion on the banks other than, obviously as interest rates go up, their asset values go down, and they're not marking to market. So it seems like a scary situation to me. I have personally decided to stay out of it completely. Um, I think that the banking sector in general is going to be saved by the U.S. government because it cannot afford to lose the banking sector. So most of the banks are probably, or people's money are not in jeopardy, but